In just under a month from now, the 119th Congress will be officially sworn in and bring a new reality to Capitol Hill. 220 to 215. Those are the final numbers in the House of Representatives, with Republicans holding a paper-thin majority. In fact, it's an even slimmer majority than Republicans struggled with in this Congress. A major complicating factor is that the president-elect has been plucking House members to serve in his administration. Matt Gaetz resigned after his failed bid to be the next Attorney General, while Congresswoman Elise Stefanik and Congressman Mike Waltz are leaving the House to be part of the Trump administration. What does that mean? It means, for now, Republicans only have a 217 to 215 edge and can't afford to lose a single vote. One of the reasons Speaker Johnson will have one of the slimmest majorities ever is because of my next guest. Joining me now, California Congressman-elect Adam Gray. His very close House race was the last one to be called, and he flipped the seat blue. Congressman-elect, welcome to the Saturday Show.
Well, thank you. Thank you for the invitation. It's great to be here.
So your win was one of the few bright spots in an otherwise bleak election for Democrats. You defeated the Republican incumbent in a district that's pretty purple. How'd you do it?
Well, you know, I've had the honor of serving my community before running for Congress in the state legislature, and it's always been a service of bipartisanship, working with everybody. And on this campaign, you know, one thing we did notably different than I think many other campaigns is we really didn't use the word fight all the time. We actually replaced the word fight in every opportunity with the word work. And I think it sends an important message. You know, people don't elect officials, whether it's a city council member, a state legislator, or a congressperson, to fight for them. They elect them to work for them, to improve education, healthcare, transportation, and work with everyone in the community to do that. And you know, I certainly had that style when I was in the state legislature. It's a style I intend to bring to the nation's capital.
Are your constituents looking for you to fight with Republicans, or are they looking for you to work with Republicans to get things done for the district?
You know, my constituents are looking for folks to solve their problems. And I think too often in politics, we find ourselves explaining to people why their concerns aren't relevant instead of figuring out how to address those concerns and make real change in communities. You know, people don't want to be told what you're working on. They want to see what you've accomplished. And that's what I think we need more of in Washington. Way too much focus on partisanship and fighting. That's not been a successful recipe. It may make people, it may inspire people in certain ways or make people feel good, but it doesn't make your school any better, your roads any better. You know, here in the Central Valley, this is the greatest agricultural valley in the world, and the availability of water, affordable, clean water is very important, right? And people want to see progress on those issues, and I intend to work every day to get them progress.
Well, then on that issue, how worried are your constituents about the plans for mass deportation that President-elect Trump has been talking about throughout the campaign and now in his transition phase?
You know, again, rhetoric that you see on campaigns from politicians can be very harmful, and concerns, I think, are raised by some of the language the president has used and some of the Republicans have used. But, you know, the bottom line issue is what people want to have is safe communities, a secure border, but also an immigration reform that works for people, right? And this is a country that depends on hardworking immigrants as a big part of our labor force. Agriculture depends on that. We ought to treat people with respect, and we ought to find a way for people to come here legally and tone down the rhetoric. Again, rhetorics may be great for campaigns. We got to get to work here.
Congressman-elect Adam Gray of California, when you get to Washington, we have to meet, and you have to come here and be on set. Thank you very much.
Well, I certainly would love to. Thank you for the invitation today, and look forward to seeing you again.